All right, guys, welcome back to the Wilderness Off-Road channel. Now, for those who have been sticking around this channel for a while, know that I have been trying new things, new products. That's kind of like what I like to do. And so today we are going to be testing out a new pad from Big Agnes. This is a pad that I've actually been wanting for quite some time. It's not a cheap pad, but I found it for a very good sale, so I jumped on it. And so this is the Big Agnes Boundary Deluxe insulated sleeping pad. It also includes a inflation sac, so you don't have to keep using your breath, your mouth, getting moisture inside the pad. I did go for the quite larger one. This is a 30 by 78, so 30 inches wide, 78 inches long. So it'll be a little bit of a squeeze in between this drawer here and the other side of the wall, but I think it'll be still functional. The R value of this is a 4.3, so it is nicely insulated. But we'll open it up, get it rolled out. I have not tried it out yet, but I've heard good things, good reviews, and I think this is a very good option. Now, this pad is about 40 ounces, so it's not the lightest thing, but it's also not the biggest thing. For you guys who've seen my Hay Trip sleeping pad video, know that that is many times larger than this. So this pad is for someone who is car camping. You can take it on, hiking trips, but it's something that isn't, obviously the lightest weight object, and it's not the smallest either. So if you're one that wants to bring this on a backpacking trip, I assume you're kind of the more luxury, don't care about the weight type of gear backpacker, and that's just fine. So sometimes, going for that comfort instead of, the lightweight ability is, sometimes worth it, especially when it comes to sleep. So if you're, on a multi-day backpacking trip, you're going to need that sleep, that rest, so that you can go the extra mile the next day. But as you guys know, I camp out of the vehicle, and so just having the ability to store this in more locations in the vehicle is just a huge plus. I can easily put it inside this drawer, and right now you guys have seen this drawer for quite some time, and I think we are going to be changing that up as well. And with the new design of the vehicle platform that I'm thinking of, we're going to have a lot of storage. So either way, love to change things up. So let's kind of get this unrolled and kind of inflated, see what it feels like, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, here's kind of a closer look at the packaging if you guys are curious. Here's the 4.3 R value rating. So you will have that nice insulated pad for sleeping. If you guys don't have a lot of experience with insulated pads, they really do help. If you ever slept on just a regular mattress, air mattress, you will notice if it's on the ground that it actually gets quite cold. Here's the other sizes that you can get, ranging in length and width. Here's marking my size, and that is the centimeter and weight. Some other nicer things that I was going to get into, it does have like a stretchy quilted top on the pad itself. It also has larger side bezels, I guess you could call it, for not rolling off the pad as easily, and that was one plus that I really liked. So let's just hop right into this bag here. All right, so right off the bat, you do get some patch kits. Looks like two nice kits to I guess patch it up whenever you find that leak. One good way to find leaks is, I guess, if you get back home and you have a bathtub, inflate it and put the pad in the bathtub. I know it sounds silly, but once the pad is inside and under the water, you'll be able to see where the bubbles are coming from. Okay, here we go. You can tell it's brand new here. I have not tested it out yet. All right. So here's the inflation bag here. It's actually very nice and large. You would take this cap here and put it on the in valve. So the larger one, it is labeled there, in and out. And you know, pads these days are one-way valves, which is really nice. So you'd snap this on and then fluff that up, and then you can roll air right into the pad. So that's a nice little feature. Whoops. I will be using a newer pad pump that I have as well. So here's the top. It's kind of hard to explain. You know, it's not this under like plasticky feel. It says it's stretchy, so maybe once I get air into it, I'll really be able to feel kind of what this material feels like once it's all pumped up. So let's actually get it all aired up and we'll see how this baby inflates. Let me go grab my pump. All right, so I mentioned this in the other video, my last cold weather camp video, and now here in Minnesota it is still winter. It is March 1st and it is probably in its 50s right now, which is just wild. So I'm just going to mention this pump again. I used it in my last video. Didn't work well with the hay trip because the hay trip isn't kind of a mainstream pad, so it kind of had its own inlet valve. But so we're going to test it out on the big Agnes here. You can see here all the types of connectors you have. So let's roll this out. Now I usually I'll flip it around later, but put the inlet side on the head, but okay. So here's the pump. It's very tiny and it takes a rechargeable I think it's a CR, yeah, 123A battery. So that's nice. Screw it on and then we'll pick the right valve. Looks like it's going to be one of these larger ones. So we will grab the pad here. And it looks like it's gonna be, that one's too large. That one's too small. This one, well, that one might work. I thought that one was gonna be too small, but so that's the size I'm gonna use. All right, so let's plug this up into the pad and we will start it up. There we go. We'll let it do its thing and we'll come back. All right. So as you can see, the pad is basically fully inflated. Didn't take like any time. Turn off the pump, and since it's a one-way valve, you don't have to worry about it leaking. And it actually fits really well in between the drawer there and this wheel well. Now I have some things in the way. I'm actually going to move stuff, and then I'll be right back. All right, guys, here we are. This is basically the perfect fit. I thought it was a little wider or just as wide as the hay trip, but maybe the hay trip was maybe 32 inches and this is a 30. So it fits, I mean, just perfectly in between the drawer and this wheel well. Perfect length. As you guys know, I use the back seat bivvy. So yeah, I'm excited. I'll be testing it out tonight, and I'll let you guys know what I think of it. Now, right off the bat, after it's inflated, I can, maybe I need to inflate it just a little bit more, but you can see the side baffles are slightly larger than this middle section. I don't know, it said it had a stretchy top. Kind of feels like it, but either way, I think it feels just fine. I do like pads usually that are, I mean, this is kind of, it's got these middle stitches here, which is great, but I usually do like pads that have like tubes, or just their lines are the long way instead of the short way. I just feel like you stay on them a lot better. So this is kind of there, and we'll be putting it to the test tonight, but otherwise, this right here seems like it's a really good option for this vehicle setup. So I'm gonna come back in the morning and tell you guys how the night went with this in the vehicle. It'll be my first night with it. So I will also have an overnighter video soon after. So if you guys are curious, stick around and subscribe to the channel and put those notifications on so that you can get notified when I put that video out as well. But otherwise, I'm gonna get along with my day here, and I'll see you guys in the morning to end the review of this Big Agnes Boundary Deluxe insulated sleeping pad. All right, guys, so that is the first night on the Big Agnes Boundary Deluxe. I would have to say I slept actually very well, better than usual. That could have been the factors of just the cooler weather, I don't know, but I didn't feel anything under me. The pad thickness at 3.5 inches was perfect. The cover, this fabric top that they were talking about, I don't know if it's very fabric feely, but and it really doesn't feel like fabric, but I guess it is slightly a different texture than the bottom of the mat. It is a lot better than just the usual mat material that you're usually sleeping on, because when you get warm, sometimes that gets a little hot, a little sticky. So I usually do like to have like a mattress cover, like one that's made for the mat. I don't know if they make one for this one, but for like my old Thermarest, they made a few like fabric sheet covers for them, and I always use those. Easier to clean than just the mat, so you can easily just take off that fabric and throw it in the washer or whatever. But anyways, I do like it. I slept really great. I can't wait to use it in more videos or just trips in general. So if you guys have any questions, I know this is kind of a quick video, but let me know in the comment section below, and like, subscribe. That'd be really awesome. It would help me out a ton. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.